What if the Chicago Bears just unearthed the gem that could redefine their future? For far too long, Bears fans have been left frustrated, yearning for a roster that delivers victories instead of disappointment, and yet lurking beneath the surface are signs that Ryan Poles may finally be on the right track. With the latest draft class stepping onto the field for the first time in a preseason opener against the Dolphins, the question looms, could these newcomers herald a new era for the Windy City? Luther Burden, the electrifying receiver, made his presence felt immediately, snaring 2 crucial catches during the game. Presence felt immediately, 16-yarder on a critical 3rd and 15, and a clutch 13-yard grab just before halftime that set the stage for a jaw-dropping 57-yard field goal. But here's the kicker. He was also wide open for a touchdown that never came, leaving fans wondering what could have been. And that's just the beginning. Enter Kyle Monangai, the underdog running back who stepped in with Roshan Johnson sidelined. He showed grit and determination, racking up 30 yards on 6 carries, with each run featuring the kind of toughness that echoes the hard-nosed football of '85. Can you feel the excitement building? Ruben Hippolyte was another standout, leading the team with 6 tackles, proving that this class isn't just about flash. It's about tough, gritty performance. Then there's Ozzie Trapelo, our much-discussed second-round pick, who held down his spot on the line without any glaring mistakes, proving he can handle the pressure, something that hasn't always been guaranteed. The anticipation is palpable. And then there's undrafted free agent Jahdae Walker, who got in on the fun with a touchdown catch. Talk about a steal! If Ryan Poles can maintain this momentum, we might just see an offensive renaissance that fans have been dreaming of. Historically, Poles' earlier drafts focused heavily on defense, producing names that now form a core of intriguing talents: Kyler Gordon, Yaquan Brisker, Gervin Dexter, and Tyreek Stevenson, all of whom shined last season. Yet this time, Poles has not just filled the roster, but tantalizingly stacked it with offensive potential. The stakes are high. If Caleb Williams and Rome Odunze can join this mix in 2024, we might witness a significant shift in fortunes. As the echoes of past greatness from icons like Walter Payton and Brian Urlacher linger, can this new crop of players live up to that glorious legacy? The thrilling blend of skill and depth in this 2025 draft class paints a promising picture, creating buzz that, if realized, could transform this franchise's trajectory. Fans should be feeling the fire. Yet, with every celebration comes the sobering reality that the Bears didn't win the tie against Miami. But does that really matter in the grand scheme, considering the hope these rookies brought? This first taste is merely the appetizer. If these guys hit their potential, the Bears could be on the cusp of a real turnaround. And as the anticipation builds, one nagging question remains. What happens next could change everything for this storied franchise. Are we looking at the dawn of a new age in Chicago? Bears fans, it's time to unleash the roar of anticipation. Because what we're witnessing isn't just another preseason. It's the birth of a new hope. In a city where football hearts beat as one, every whisper of potential carries weight, and this one feels different. What if I told you that the chemistry in that locker room is brewing like a perfect Chicago winter storm? The buzz surrounding Luther Burden and Kyle Monangai isn't just hype. It's a signal that the Bears might finally be shedding the skin of mediocrity. Imagine, for a moment, what it means when a rookie like Burden steps on the Soldier Field and instantly becomes a critical player, like he's channeling the ghosts of the greats who wore that navy and orange. And here's the kicker. While Burden and Monangai are stealing the spotlight, do you know who's quietly observing from the sidelines? Oh, just the veterans who may be feeling the heat from these fresh faces. And it gets even messier. What if that tension leads to a transformation in leadership on the field? You can almost feel the competitive fire igniting as they aim to expand their roles. What if these kids fuel a rivalry deeper than that infamous 1985 Bears versus Patriots showdown? Just think about it. The Bears have struggled to fill the offensive void that's haunted us for years, yet suddenly, we have a draft that might just swing the pendulum. The front office knows they have a ticking time bomb on their hands, and each snap brings us closer to a revelation that could flip the whole narrative on its head. Imagine if the hype surrounding Burden and Monangai translates into a well-oiled machine come regular season. Think of the odds against our rivals, the Green Bay Packers. What if the sparks turned into flames? The echo of a roar could shift from just a memory to a battle cry echoing off the walls of Lambeau Field. And while we dwell on how much we crave victory, let's not forget the crucial chess pieces moving behind the scenes. What's happening in the war room as the scouts evaluate Caleb Williams and Rome Oduns? Consider the Grahams and Ungas of this world who tasted victory coming off the bench. These names are not to be taken lightly. They could either propel our team to historic heights or flounder under the weight of expectations. Can Ryan Poles keep his cool while placing big bets on these young guns? Time will tell if faith in this draft class truly becomes the spark that ignites a breakthrough, one powerful enough to turn our storied franchise, once carried on the broad shoulders of legends like Walter Payton, Brian Urlacher, and Mike Singletary, back into the feared Super Bowl contender it was born to be. It's a legacy carved into the cold wind of Chicago winters, built on grit, sweat, and the unrelenting will to dominate. And it's a legacy that demands respect, not just from the rest of the league, but from ourselves, because to wear Navy and orange isn't just to play football, it's to carry history every single Sunday. Right now, Bears Nation, the stakes couldn't be higher. This draft class isn't just a list of names on a roster. It's a gamble on the future, a bold swing that could either rewrite our next decade or sink us deeper into mediocrity. Every pick is a question mark, every rookie a storyline in motion. We've seen this before. The hope, the hype, the highlight reels that make you believe this is the year. And yet, the NFL doesn't reward hope. It rewards execution. That's why the next few months will be as much a test of our coaching staff's vision as they are the players' raw talent. Can these young men not just adapt to the speed and violence of the pros, but embrace the weight of being a Chicago Bear? And as we navigate these high-stakes scenarios, one question looms larger than all the others. Are we standing on the threshold of a true renaissance, a return to glory that will have Soldier Field shaking under the roar of a playoff crowd? Or are we chasing another shimmering mirage, doomed to dissolve before our eyes? That's the thin line we walk right now. For every bone-crunching tackle or game-saving interception that could tip the balance, there's the haunting memory of close calls, blown leads, and seasons lost in the final minutes. But here's the truth. Turning this around won't just come from raw ability. It's going to come from identity. We need to rediscover the DNA that made the monsters of the Midway feared by every offense in the league. That means relentless defense that punches you in the mouth from the first snap to the last whistle. And an offense that controls the clock, breaks your will, and takes the air right out of your lungs. And if this draft class can inject that into our veins, then we're not just talking about competing. We're talking about dominating. Time battery depletes every day, every practice, every rep in training camp is one less chance to get it right before the lights come on for real. August is creeping toward kickoff like a storm rolling in from the lake, and we find ourselves pressed to the edge of our seats, knuckles white, hoping, praying, and roaring for a change. The heat of preseason is about to forge these rookies into something new or expose every crack we've been trying to cover. So, Bears Nation, the challenge is here. Smash that like if you're ready to ride this roller coaster with me. Every high, every gut punch, every impossible moment. Or drop a comment right now if you believe this is finally the moment we rise, reclaim our identity, and stamp our legacy back into the heart of the NFL. Because one thing's for sure, the time for waiting is over. This is our season to take, or our heartbreak to endure. And I, for one, am all in.